The golden era of handheld in the year 2000 was always a tight competition when it comes to Nintendo and Sony. As for the PSP, also known as the PlayStation Portable, one game stood out the most in 2007. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core was one of the games that made PSP peaked at its golden era of handheld. At least 9 out of 10 gamers out there back then owns a copy of that game. It immediately made fans fall in love with Zack because every gamer really wants to know what happened 7 years ago before Cloud Strife stood in front and created such a huge impact in the history of gaming with Final Fantasy VII. After 15 years, we all get to relive the same exact memory now in its full remaster glory for all platforms. This is a review of Reunion, Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. You play as Zack Fair, a member of Soldier Division, determined to become a hero one day under Angel. Angel, who is the original wielder of the Buster Sword, will soon pass the sword to Zack, which eventually passed on to Cloud Strife. Zack's character is the total opposite of Cloud. He's cheery, bubbly, positive, and always super upbeat. Although there's no changes to the previous cinematic cutscenes, it felt like there's a slight upscaling to be par with its 4K gameplay footage. Each character model, assets, environment have been totally rebuilt from the ground up to almost the same level as Final Fantasy VII Remake. It gets even better. The entire soundtrack is being re-recorded and rearranged by their original music composer. Gameplay-wise, fans were really worried if they would rework the combat mechanics. All of the basic combat system is being remapped in the most modern way possible. And not only that, special abilities, magic, and healing elements can be selected from the shortcuts as well. Everything feels very familiar with the mechanics of Final Fantasy VII's Remake. The newly digital Mind Wave, or also known as DMW, looks superb. Not only that, limit breaks are all also reanimated, so we can see how good Zack fights in the battle. The best thing about the save point is that you are able to revisit all of the previous missions. Now that's a banger. Do you know the almighty Ifrit and also the rest of the summons get a major overhaul in the cinematics department? I'm not going to spoil how the rest of the summons look like. Don't get me wrong, the 2007 version was really ahead of its time too. Overall, the word reunion really hits home and it feels really good. I was literally in tears that it brought back so much memories when I finished the game on the PSP. Although there's no dialogue or script change, it still fares well with Zack's backstory. Players who are hardcore fans and also new players who haven't get the chance to try Crisis Core, they are able to experience this reunion in its full glory. Thank you Square Enix and Bandai Namco for the review code. My name is Zeon and I'll catch you the next time.
Jioplaygame!